Ann Coulter says that no doctors who went to U.S. medical schools are going to accept Obamacare. This is a specific example of a claim that's being made about Obamacare that has been analyzed, and a verdict as to its accuracy has been delivered. This was PolitiFact who decided to analyze this. Back in October 9th, there was a column by Ann Coulter written called "Democrats to America, We Own the Government." And in this, Ann Coulter says that there are no doctors who went to an American medical school that will be accepting Obamacare. PolitiFact said, hold on a second. Before we analyze this literally, let's figure out if it was just some kind of a joke or satire or something like that. So they contacted Ann Coulter's Speakers Bureau to say, is there evidence? Was it a joke? They got no response. So then they said, well, she provides like a bulleted list in the article, which you can find, Democrats to America, We Own the Government. And the bulleted list seems serious. So why would someone provide a serious bulleted list for a comment they're making as a joke? So then PolitiFact said, okay, we're comfortable that this wasn't a joke, that this was for real. So we're going to talk to people. And they did talk to people. And of course, the claim is completely bogus. PolitiFact said, we feel comfortable, both from talking to experts and from our years of reporting on the law, that there is no such provision. If there were, it would probably be ripe for challenge on constitutional grounds. That is there something in the Affordable Care Act that would prevent U.S. trained doctors from accepting Obamacare? No, there isn't. So then the question is, well, is there a particular reason that American trained doctors would choose not to accept so-called Obamacare insurance? And there is absolutely no such evidence. They looked at a survey of doctors asking whether physicians would be participating in the new health insurance products sold on the Obamacare exchanges, and only 14% said no. 40% were still weighing their options, and 29% said definitely we will. So it's important to remember that the study here is not so much about anybody who hears this claim knows that it's not an accurate claim, but it's more about the implication that Obamacare health insurance is somehow significantly different than non-Obamacare health insurance, which isn't the case, right? Because it's still for-profit insurance. Yes, it's insurance that shows up on one of these state-run exchange programs, but when you look at the list, it's your typical players in the insurance market. You are still buying for-profit insurance that is governed by the large umbrella of rules about health insurance. Ann Coulter, we know that she says things that just aren't true all the time, but what's implicit here is that health insurance drastically changes because of Obamacare. It's not the case, and PolitiFact rated this pants on fire lie from Ann Coulter. You've got to do the research. So much misinformation. Let's take a break. Next, we will talk to Todd Clear about incarceration in the U.S. We have more stories coming up. We have your voicemails and much more.